This is the lesson plan project and screencast, and wanted to kind of show my lesson plan of how we do things in Ware County in the high school. And this basically tells you the summary of students should be able to find values of trigonometric functions. And I'm not going to read the entire thing, but just want you to understand. And we have to post and list our standards. We have an essential question every day that we must post in our classroom. And then we have activating strategies with the bell ringer. Then we have to list our teaching strategies. And on this particular lesson plan, you see that it lasts 20 days and it's covering Unit 5, the unit circle. And we have direct instructions. We use graphic organizers. We have guided practice. We have a pair check where the students pair up and compare their answers and check each other. And then we have certain assignments for homework. And one thing that we do is we kind of embed certain websites within our lesson plans, as you see it popping up right here, to help teachers along the way, because we try to share ideas. And the differentiation right here is we're going to also have flexible grouping according to the need. So we have different ways that we can flex group our students. And then we're going to use the Centios, which is a little technology device within the classroom. So they're like little clickers so that the students can use to submit their answers. And another way we use the differentiation is the study island. We also use YouTube videos sometimes because they like clicking on the internet, and we'll have YouTube videos ready to post it. And then, for those students that we need extended time. And we have a lot of students that sometimes need that extended time. Summarizing strategy, we have a ticket out the door assessment of today's lesson. Basically, we'll set up a question so that the students will write an answer on a notebook or a piece of paper or a little note card and hand it to us as we're walking out. And then most of our assignments, we'll attach them. And some of our assessments for formative assessments are question and answers, and we kind of walk around and observe, and we grade our classwork and homework from time to time. And that's kind of how we check over it. This shows day 2 also, goes kind of over the same thing. You see our website right here. It goes over some of the things that'll be going on in day 2. And then also we have day 3, and we just kind of set it up so that it's a 5-day process because we turn in the weekly lesson plans. Wanted to kind of go and click, highlight this so that we can look at it. See if we can get it to come up. All right. And this will kind of show you where we have the book. Okay. And in the book, it'll have their homework register. So they have to put in their username and password and log in. And we give them time to do it in school also. But basically they log in. And once they log in, they will have an opportunity to go in and get some extra help with some of the work that they're doing. This is a great way to get students to do their work at home for those that have internet access and for those that have the ability to have a computer. And not all the time that happens for our students. But that's just some of the things that we kind of do. We also try to make sure that we give ourselves a chance to ask the students questions. We also use different things as far as our geometry finder that helps the students when dealing with circles, showing how the radius may change with making the circle bigger or smaller. I think this lesson can be improved a little bit with showing people that are looking from the outside. I think we need to make sure that we show our assignments and our quizzes, to have those printed out. I think that will give us some help in trying to provide everybody with the things that they need for our lesson plans. But we do share a lot of information, and I feel like at the end of the day, our kids get a chance to learn the standard. I think we give enough time of a directed instruction. We give them some guided practice, and then we kind of give them some time to communicate with their peers within the classroom, because the truth of the matter is the best teacher are the peers. And our department is not naive about that. Sometimes a student may explain it better, so we try to get their help, involve them with our task of making sure everyone is learning. The challenges would be, I think is always a challenge, is differentiation instruction, making sure that you reach everyone. I think that'll always be a challenge for education. And I think the opportunity for students to help one another is presented within the lesson plans so that they can help one another. As you see, you got Voki, and what we do with some of the students sometimes is we take them, let them create their own little character and customize their voice in explaining how to solve the math problems. I think that's a good thing that we can do as educators, is give the students a chance to make sure they have a voice, and sometimes they're a little bit shy, so if they can come up and make a character and make it with a different voice sometimes, that they can explain things better, and we allow them to use this technology to help us out with explanations of math problems. And then here is a web quest that we created, and this is just cooking with fractions, a web quest, but the teachers use it and they put different projects up and different tasks and have the students go in and solve. So this is another tool that that we use within the school. And the favorite, I think, of the kids are, we actually use some of YouTube, and using YouTube, what we will do is we'll take and let the kids get on the computers, and we have some Apple computers around, and we'll let the kids get on iMovie, and we'll let them record everything that they're doing and dealing with solving problems, and we'll put them into groups. And once we put them into groups, we'll give them a rubric, and they'll log on to iMovie and create all of their anything that we need them to create. I want to thank you, and hopefully you enjoyed this project. Hopefully my lesson plans are very clear, and some of the things that we do, and looking at videos from YouTube and everything that goes on. And I'm looking forward to peer comments to see how that we can make our department better. Thanks.